it's Brad Show Live pop-up. I am on my phone from Connecticut, and I'm going to be joined in the studio. Belgium Kim has been hanging out in the studio all day, waiting for our pop-up show. She's been texting me on the hour. Hey, Brad, I want to get out of here already. When are we popping up? Since 12 o'clock, but I said, you know what, since I pay you for the day, I'm going to do it right at the end.
Thanks, Brad. That's real chivalrous of you. Way to get every worth out of that dollar.
I am getting every worth out of paying you. You just sat around all day.
Listen.
I know you do nothing there, waiting for the show to pop up.
Chilling. Right? But look how cute I look just sitting here.
You do. and you want to know what? You're much nicer than Yo-Yo, because Yo-Yo's like, screw it, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. Yeah, no. That's the kind of loyalty you get with me, Brad.
That's right. That's right. That's why I got you.
That's why. Who's your favorite?
What?
That's why. Who's your favorite?
Belgium Kim. You heard it here live on Brad Show Live Pop-Up. And by the way, I have to say hello. I'm going to have to lean in, so you may see my nose.
Okay.
I can't see otherwise. But I have to say hi to Demba Sow, who said hello while we were doing the countdown. Terry Ann Carby says, happy Friday, everybody. And Cordella Douglas, good evening, family. So what's happening? What's happening in New York? I'll tell you why I'm in Connecticut in a second.
Yeah.
But tell me what's going on in New York.
Listen, it's our first real day of fall here. There's a crisp in the air. It's fantastic. The office was abuzz today, getting lots of
Why
good
was it a
stuff.
buzz?
Well, listen, we're getting a lot of cool stuff ready, Brad. We're prepping. I don't know if you know this, but
I don't know anything.
we have a Bradiversary coming up.
We have a Bradiversary.
We have a Bradiversary coming up.
When is the Bradiversary?
October 16th.
October 16th. That's when we started in our studio live.
Exactly.
Bradiversary.
Yeah.
I like that. I didn't know we were calling that, but I like that.
Well, I just made it up, so there you go.
Bradiversary.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So you are getting ready for our grand Bradiversary celebration.
Exactly.
On Friday, October 16th, which will be this Tuesday.
Yes, exactly.
Which will be this Tuesday, the grand Bradiversary celebration.
Yes.
And maybe what we'll do is, if you could tell the crew.
Yeah, tell me.
Tell the crew on our Bradiversary, after the Bradiversary show, we'll go out and celebrate our 1-year Bradiversary.
Ooh, ooh.
You think the crew will do that?
I think they'll be A-okay with that.
You think they'll do that?
I think it's not going to take too much convincing, Brad.
Right. And maybe we'll invite some Brad squad. We'll invite them on Tuesday. We'll tell them where, because we don't know where we're going to be yet.
I was just about to say that.
I don't know where to invite
that's expecting a tremendous amount of
Yeah, because we haven't given any thought to this. But we'll figure it out.
I was just about to say that requires pre-planning for us, Brad. Pre-planning. Yeah.
So, yes, it does require pre-planning to invite 600, 700, 800 people, I know. And Cordella Douglas is like, yes, invite us. But it is our Bradiversary on Tuesday, January 16th. So I don't know what you have planned. The last time we had an anniversary, you had balloons drop on my head.
I did.
And then the balloons didn't come down, and then someone had to jump up from behind. Was that you?
That was me.
That was you. Had to jump up from behind and pull the balloons down. I'm not sure. Maybe we could do something other than balloons. I don't know.
That's fair. Yeah, because Patrice and I were actually talking about this, because we tag teamed the balloon net. So I had to jump up from behind, and she finished it. It was just a crazy thing. So yeah, if we could do something that involves less than two people.
The other thing that
you
did on the anniversary was that you bought these confetti guns.
Confetti cannons, yes.
And it was Tiffany, who's not here with us anymore.
Right, yeah.
And she was in charge of shooting off the confetti cannons, and she shot it right at me. And if anybody's ever been shot by a confetti cannon, it's like being shot by a BB gun. It really hurts. And I was on live television. I'll never forget this. And I'm like, ow, that really hurt. I can't believe somebody just shot me with a confetti cannon.
Confetti shrapnel flying all over.
Yeah, it really hurt. I thought I was going to have to go. I had such a welt on my arm. I said to her, you're lucky you didn't hit me in the eye. I would have been blind. But she did it. She shot me right in the arm. and for a week I had like a big black and blue mark. It was like a welt.
And I will say,
it's true. It's absolutely true.
It is true, and she felt bad about that all the time. And then, of course, you would come in and you'd be like, "Do you see this bruise I have? Do you see this bruise I have? Right. You could have killed me. You could have killed me if you got it in my house."
It was really right. So no confetti cannons.
Oh, come on. We have 3 left, Brad.
No. All right. But just don't shoot me.
Well,
like shoot it in the air. Shoot it like up. You know, like when they celebrate in Mexico, you know, all the banditos, they take their guns and they go up in the air. They don't, you know, shoot it right at the guy that's celebrating.
We can't do that here, though, because we're not on the top floor.
We're not on the top. That is true.
So no guns, but maybe confetti cannons in the air.
All right, but in the air, not at me.
Yeah. Or we could blast Brad Squad with the confetti cannons, because if we're holding them and we blast them at the cameras, then Brad Squad gets all the confetti.
But where? Oh, you want to blast them right at the cameras.
Right, like right at the camera.
That would be interesting. You have to check it out and see what that looks like.
You're saying I have to do a confetti cannon test?
No, because then Groundhog Sam's going to have to clean up.
And he's so slow with it. Thousands of pieces of confetti. You know, we still have some of the confetti in our ceiling tiles. Like there's still just like little pieces of confetti.
And just by the way, Demba Sao is asking an extraordinarily important question. Do we have a show on Facebook? And the answer is no. We do our pop-ups, Demba Sao. When we do our pop-ups, we only do them on YouTube. And a pop-up happens whenever we feel like it. We just do it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's only going to be like 15, 20, 25 minutes. It's not a real Brad Show Live. This is the pop-up show.
It's a taste.
We pop up. It's a taste. We pop up, and then we pop down. And then we're done. That's basically it. So let me just tell you, I'm in the mountains of Connecticut right now today.
Okay.
My son goes to school up here, so today was parents visiting day, which is why I was not in studio and why I was not there for the show. And I want you to know, we're doing the show right now.
Yeah.
Our pop-up from my telephone.
Right.
But in school has changed since because I never really sat through a class before. They had the parents sit in the classrooms today.
Like just sitting in on a regular class?
Yeah, school has changed. Okay, everybody takes out their homework, sends it to the teacher on their phone, and then when the teacher is asking to put up a problem or a graph, they're like, okay, my son Zachary, okay, Zach, put up the next problem, and it's just they Bluetooth it from their phone and start putting up graphs and math, and everybody's just interacting off of their phones in the classroom. It was really I'm like, what happened to the chalkboard? That's what I remember, It used to be okay, Brad, come up on the chalkboard and give us your answer.
Right.
And now it's go on your phone and it's Bluetooth onto a projector in the front of the classroom. It was actually, I'm like, school has changed.
Did you guys have the projectors with the transparencies so they would? Okay. Yes. Do you think Zach would know what that looks like?
I was the nerd in charge of the projector room, and I was always the guy who had to wheel the projector in, wheel the projector out. I was projector room guy.
Oh, how far you've come!
Yes, I've come very, very far. I have come very, very far. And by the way, I also have to say hello to iTube V and the Bradiversary. He wants the Bradiversary to be done at 230 Fifth Avenue rooftop. He wants us to rent out a 25,000 square foot bar on top of Fifth Avenue building.
That sounds good to me.
Okay, nobody gets paid for 3 weeks.
Wait, no, that does not sound good. That wasn't no. I'll get paid and we can go across the street.
and Jeff Bosey, he loves the pop-up.
Ugh.
He loves the pop-up.
Can't blame him. I
can't blame the guy either.
It's a good time.
Jeff Bosey will have me renting out the Rainbow Room at the Rockefeller Center. He's like, And then he'll want to put, and then he'll be like, but Brad, don't worry, you don't have to get any entertainment. I'll just do my comedy act and it'll be fine.
We've got a 3-hour
set. You can afford to do the Rainbow Road because I'm going to come and give you free
Ladies and gentlemen, a 3-hour live stand-up set from Jeff Bosey. I think we need to do it. Oh, that's crazy. I can't believe it.
Yeah, and he says, and Jeff Bosey says a lot's happened since the Stone Age, which is probably the last time, yes, I was in a classroom. Did I miss anybody to say? Oh, Kool-Aid.
We got Kool-Aid joining.
Popped in.
Yep.
Kool-Aid just popped in too, as well as Joy Palmer.
Yes.
Saying, hey there.
Hey.
Hey. Right?
Hey, as like in millennial culture, a hey, like the number of Y's behind a hey has a lot of meaning. You know what I mean?
What does that mean?
Well, like,
no, I don't.
The more Y's you have behind a hey,
the happier you are.
Like it can be happy or it can be like sexy and flirty. You know what I mean? Like,
really?
Hey.
Really? I didn't know that. I'm going to use that later then.
Oh,
I didn't know that. I always just write, but I'm 50. Oh, I don't want to say it. It makes me sick. Think about it. It makes me so sick. I can't even say it.
You got this.
I'm 50 years old. I didn't know to put all the Y's behind it.
But not too many Y's, Brad. Too many Y's.
Like, let's say, like, what do you do? Like, let's say, for example, Joy, like, I wanted to, like, me and Joy Palmer, had a thing going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many Hayes would I send to Joy Palmer?
So
how many Y's past the Hay? Like, Joy Palmer gave us
at least 8
or 9 Y's.
I would say, she confirms. She's like, it sure does, Kim. I would say the limit is about what Joy is doing. Is like 9 to 10 Y's.
What happens if you do like 20 Y's?
Thirsty. That's pure thirst. That's pure and utter thirst.
That means that you're just like, kissing their ass.
Exactly. It's too available. Right? Too available.
Right, you're too available.
Yeah.
And just one Y is just like, I'm your friend.
It's too aloof. Yeah, exactly.
Too aloof.
It's not. Yeah, it's just like, hey.
So you need like, okay, good to know. I learned something right now. I'm done with the pop-up. I can't wait to put my Hayes.
Tinder.
Like, hey.
Tinder 101 with Belgium Kim. You welcome.
Yes, exactly. By the way, we're all going to be glad to hear that Jeff Bosey will only be doing 120 minutes of stand-up. So we have a 4-hour rental minimum. The other 2 hours we will enjoy ourselves.
Oh, the other 2 hours, not those 2 hours. Those will be miserable. But the other two.
I personally think Jeff's funny. So I mean, I'll laugh. I don't know if anybody else will.
I think he's got his moments. I think he has his moments.
I think he's funny. I watched his stand-up. I laughed. So now I know all the Y's.
Yep.
Is there anything else I should know about millennials?
Oh,
or millennial culture.
Like texting millennial culture? I mean,
give me like another.
You are the king. I was gonna say emojis are a big deal, but you are the king of emojis.
Like I do too many emojis?
No, I don't think you do too many emojis, but you do like. Emojis do lighten up the mood. So sometimes you get real mad and then you include emojis in an angry text. It makes it seem less angry. Now, if that's what you're going for.
That is exactly what I'm going for. I'm angry, but I'm
emoji.
I'm over it by the end of the sentence. So that's usually how I am.
Even if it's the angry emoji or the exasperated emoji.
Correct. So now I know that. By the way, Jeff Bosey said I grew up in the Stone Ages. I like emojis because that's how I used to, draw hieroglyphics, And, but when you think about it, we've come full circle.
Absolutely.
Cavemen used to be in caves drawing pictures to people, and that's how we communicated. And then we had beautiful languages made up,
the Shakespearean.
I don't think English is a beautiful language, but French, is a beautiful
Merci,
language.
je trouve aussi.
Italian's a beautiful language.
Si.
Russian's a beautiful language.
I'm
And
sure you think so.
Except when they're angry. Speaking, yelling at you in Russian is not so beautiful.
Do you have a lot of angry Russians speaking to you, Brad?
Sometimes. Sometimes. But I don't find English, but maybe because it's my own personal language, I don't find it to be a beautiful language. And now we are back to basically cavemen. You know, emojis is what the cavemen used.
Yeah, that's you're absolutely. There's a guy who is literally like his job is an emoji translator. Like he translates books to emojis. Emojis.
So in other words, you read the whole book as an emoji?
In emoji.
I would love to see that.
It's considered like a language now.
I would love to see that.
I will. You know what? Duly noted for your Christmas stocking.
And by the way, Jeff Bosey, he's right. Sometimes the way millennials think, it hurts the Generation X. I'm Generation X, by the way.
Yeah. You know what?
Generation Y grew up with like the NSYNC and
we were NSYNCers. Well, like.
So who's Generation Y?
I would say you're Gen Y.
I thought it was Gen X.
Oh wait, yeah, no, Gen X. Gen Y is the same as millennials. Gen Y equals millennials, I think.
Millennials and Gen Y are the same.
Yeah.
What are the people now?
I don't know.
Like the babies that are born now, or what?
Yeah, and I think that Zach and Gabby aren't.
I think that's generation screwed.
Exactly.
The world is
the last generation.
Screw you. You're a generation screwed. You're being left with an environmental disaster, financial disaster, inequality all over the place.
Yes.
I would call it generation screwed.
You're absolutely right. It'll be like the last of the Mohicans. You guys are gonna be it.
That's it. Yeah, you know, like when you see those movies where like they have to fly off the Mars to find a new planet. I think that's really what's gonna happen.
Oh, you know what that would be scary. First of all, I hope that.
By the way, Pauline Williams, greetings to Pauline Williams who just joined us.
Oh, hey, Pauline.
Yeah. Yes. And by the way, Denver South says, yes, it is. We are generation. They're going to be generation screwed.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What are Zach and Gabby? Like they're technically they're not millennials, right?
Zach was born in 2001.
Oh yeah, no. So
Gabby was born in 2003. I think they're millennials.
They're Gen Z. I think they're Gen Z. Yeah.
Is that what they are?
AKA the I generation.
They are definitely the I generation.
I think that's true.
They don't care. It's all about them. I don't know if it's just teenagers in general or just teenagers now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I was like that too when I was a teenager, but I am telling you, they don't care about anything else but them.
Yeah, that's a teenager thing.
Dying on the street of a heart attack, and they're like, Dad, can I $20, please? I'm dying of a heart attack, you know? Wait a second here.
I think that's more of a teenager thing than a generational thing.
Dad, can you pick me up, please?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm dying of a heart attack on the street here. Can you give me a second? Dad, I'm really mad. And I'm like, wait a second, but I'm dying.
But Dad, where's the Uber? Come on.
Yeah. Dad, can you call me an Uber, please?
You know they're going to watch this and be like, I hate you, Dad. You're so mean to me.
By the way, Denver South disagrees with me. He says English is a beautiful language. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it is.
I could see that. I could see it. I think it's a beautiful language. Ooh,
yeah, one second. Let me just take a swig of my wine here a second.
What are you drinking?
Drinking my wine.
Man, they go hard in Connecticut.
No. I'm not drinking my wine. This is sparkling water. Because the hotel where I'm staying, they didn't give me any water in the room. They give me nothing. It was like
that's
I had I had a pillow,
right?
A towel,
right?
So I went to the store and bought like a bottle of water because I'm thirsty last night.
A pillow and a towel is all you got?
That's all I got here.
No bed? No, yeah.
No, I had a bed too. Yes.
Oh, okay. That's basically glamping at this point, Brad.
Yeah, I got more than that. Right? All right, so I got to get going soon, and this is a pop-up.
Okay.
I got to get back to Parents' Weekend.
Yes.
We had about 15 questions on social media left over from last night's show.
We did.
Let's do it quickly.
Okay.
Let's do it quickly.
We got Ujiomo, who said, if my I-360 is denied and you appeal after submitting your appeal and you discover that your medical report misrepresented you, you're sending in new evidence with the AAO without them asking for additional evidence. Is that going to affect your filing?
If you're filing with the AAO, that means you lost your case and you're on appeal. I would not file with the AAO because it takes like literally 4 or 5 years for a decision from the Administrative Appeals Board. I would rather refile again and just get the medical done right.
I gotcha. Claudette said,
by the way, Pauline Williams and I are, by the way, I think 2 weeks apart. And she says she was not like that when she was growing up.
I mean, I had empathy for my parents, but I can't say that I was unselfish at that age. I would say most teenagers.
Kim, knowing you, I believe that. No, I'm only
yeah.
Knowing you,
it tracks.
Kim not being, yeah. No, actually, to tell you the truth, I think you're actually a giving person. I don't find you to be a selfish person.
Well, thanks, Brad.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're a selfish person.
I'm gonna get that quote cross-stitched on a pillow for myself for Christmas, just so you know.
You're not a selfish person.
Thanks, Brad. I don't think you're selfish
what else
either.
We got to get through our rest of our questions.
Okay.
We went off topic. Because I'm reading the comments as they come along, and they're taking me off topic.
Exactly, you're taking us off topic. Claudette said, my husband filed for my son and I got back a notice on the I-130 that he is on an unknown Appalachian.
Appalachian?
First of all, Appalachian?
I don't know.
Well, the mountains are the Appalachian Mountains. We could have a whole argument about this, but I'm from North Carolina.
Brooklyn, it's the Appalachian Mountains. When you come from Brooklyn, we're going to the Appalachian Mountains.
Okay, well, when you live right near them and at the foot of them,
Appalachian Mountains, you call it the Appalachian.
But I think it's.
All right, so anyway.
I think it's supposed to be application and I'm seeing a typo. So okay. My husband filed for my son and I got back a notice on the I-130 saying that he's on an unknown application. What would that mean?
An unknown application. What does an unknown application mean? I never heard that term before other than you're filing an application that is unknown. I have no idea. I would need to know more.
We're going to need more info. Definitely.
Yeah.
Tanisha said, how long does a VAWA case last or how long does it take to get approved?
It used to take about 18 months, but it's probably going on 2 years now.
I got deported for a crime involving moral turpitude, and I'd like to know if my wife, who's a citizen but on food stamps, can file for me to come back, and how long would that take? And what are the chances to get a waiver of inadmissibility?
As long as it wasn't drugs, you would be able to be eligible to file a waiver. Whether or not you'd get it depends on your specific facts. Your wife, who is on food stamps, would have to get off food stamps at some point, and you would need to get a second person to give an affidavit of support.
Jillian said, good evening. Can a person who's filed their tax returns jointly with their ex-spouse and only one by themselves be a sponsor? And do they need the ex-spouse to sign an affidavit of support?
There's no way of dividing the income and figuring out on the tax return whose income is whose, you're going to need both people to sign the affidavits of support.
Gina Lynn said, a continuation of my question earlier, my children have never lived in the U.S., only a yearly vacation, and I've paid all my bills and never used government benefits or even food stamps. Could I go ahead and apply for them?
Yeah, why not?
Exactly, Gina Lynn. Why not?
Why not?
Elsa said, how long after passing the citizenship test do you get sworn in?
2 to 6 weeks later.
Dali Shahid said, if you're married to a U.S. citizen and your fiance lives in Miami and your papers took 18 months, is that of a green card holder or a U.S. citizen? Is that the time it takes?
What do you mean your papers take 18 months? It takes 18 months for the I-130 to get approved?
I believe so, yeah.
If you're married to a resident, it takes about 2 to 2.5 years right now to get a green card.
Wow. And if you're married to a U.S. citizen?
It'll take about 18 months.
Okay.
12 to 18 months.
Yeah, because she was saying that she's married to a U.S. citizen, so.
Yeah, it's going to be 12 to 18 months.
Alamami said, I applied for my I-485 paperwork and USCIS sent me a notice for biometric. I went to the biometric. What's the next step?
Wait for your work permit and then your advanced parole. Get your social security number, get your driver's license, and then wait for an interview. Go on the interview and prove it's a real marriage.
Okay, wheels are turning.
That's right.
Exo Cavella said, hey, Brad, my daughter wants to file for her niece. She has a B1, B2 visa, and she's 14 years old. My daughter is a U.S. citizen.
She can't file for a niece, but she can try to adopt the niece as an orphan, or if the niece is here in the United States, do a special immigrant juvenile and become her guardian. But you can't just file for a niece.
Lady Leah said, how long could someone travel outside of the U.S. for on an advanced parole document?
It says that it's valid for usually 1 year, but me personally, with Donald Trump in office and some really crazy people at the airport working for ICE, I wouldn't stay out more than 2 weeks.
Ron Adams said, I got the 360 approved and I'm filing my 485. I'm just worried about my 3 sons. Their 2-year green cards have been expired and they filed their 751 and one got denied and the other 2 haven't gotten any decision yet. Do I need to file the 485 for my son whose 751 have been denied?
If the 751 was denied, they're going to be put in removal and you got to deal with it in a removal proceeding with an immigration judge.
That's why you need a lawyer to do this, you guys.
By the way, Carlisle Robinson, excuse me.
Yes.
Says, my sister's case was just denied after she applied for her work permit in September. She didn't file an adjustment. What went wrong? She didn't file it with her adjustment of status. What went wrong? Because she did not file it with her adjustment. That's exactly what went wrong.
Boom.
Come to a lawyer. She's not doing it right.
Yep. Again, another.
All right, we can do 4 more questions.
That's fantastic. I have 4 more questions.
Perfect.
Lisa said, my lawyer's applying for a U visa and a work permit dated March 3rd of 2017 on the receipt. How much longer am I going to have to wait for a work permit?
You should be able to apply for a work permit more than 6 months after your U visa is applied for, as long as you can show hardship reasons why you need a work permit. Otherwise, you got to wait for your U visa to be approved, and that could take up to 3 years.
So it's been over a year and a half, so they're eligible to apply for their work permit then, right?
Right.
Perfect. Chickaloo said, hey Brad, this is my question. A friend came to the U.S. with a green card for marrying a citizen, and he filed to remove the conditions after 2 years with a waiver because he was divorced before the 2nd anniversary. It's taken 3 years of waiting. He's done biometrics, and the file has gone through the fraud unit and back, but it's still pending. What could possibly be the cause for the delay?
They don't believe it's a real marriage, or you have a criminal record, or fraud, possible fraud, or immigration just lost your file. It's one of those 4.
One of those 4.
But if it's 3 years, you come see me. You don't wait.
Yeah. Bashar,
I do have to welcome Sophia McNabb.
Yes.
She came in. She's late, but she's there. And I saw
Pauline has a question. Yes.
Why don't you ask that?
She says, which is quicker or easier to do, marrying someone in their country and filing for them, or bringing them here, marrying them, and then filing for them?
Well, if they have a visitor's visa, they can come here and you can get married 90 days later and adjust their status. But they're not going to be legally allowed to work for the 3 months they're here, plus waiting another 5 months. They're going to be on their tukis on your couch watching Oprah. Well, Oprah's not on TV anymore. Ellen or whatever's on TV. I don't know what's on TV.
Ellen is great. Yes, Ellen is a great example.
I watch TV during the day at work. But whatever's on TV, they're going to be sitting at home, not able to work for about 7-8 months. But certainly they're here immediately versus you going to Jamaica or wherever country they are, file for them, and they're going to wait 15, 16 months to come here with a green card. but then they could work immediately. So it depends on, how you guys want to live your life.
Finally, we've got one last one from Stasia, who said, how long after you get the U visa can you get your green card?
3 years.
Okay.
You gotta wait 3 years from the time you got your U visa, then you could apply for your green card.
Oh,
Carlisle
yeah.
Robinson says, "Well, thanks. We're waiting on her notice. What do we do from that? Because they said a name change on her case. She didn't do that, and said they're processing her case, then denied her. She should come see me. That sounds like it's like a disaster. They said they're processing, then they denied her, then she's waiting for a name change. Why is she changing her name? So that sounds like a disaster.
Yes.
Carlisle, come see me and we'll fix it.
It does. That's why you need an attorney, y'all.
All right, Belgium Kim, I'm going to let you leave and enjoy your weekend.
What?
I'm going to let the entire crew in the studio leave and enjoy their weekend as well.
Oof.
And I am going to go back to the school because they have a parents' dinner now.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
So for everybody out there, have a great weekend. This has been the Brad Show pop-up. And we'll be back live on our regular 2-hour Brad Show Live, 5:30 on Facebook and YouTube Monday. And please make sure you come on time for the grand, what are we calling it?
Bradiversary?
Bradiversary.
Yes.
On Tuesday, February 16th, our 1 year on the air. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you Monday.
So, Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465.
What are you doing?